Hi there, guys! You are probably wondering why I'm floating. And if you're not, well, you're no fun. But I am going to do a updated world tour of Grafton. It is definitely not because I didn't press record and spend the last 2 hours recording an episode just to find out it wasn't recording. I'm so upset. So instead of just not posting anything, I figured why not do an updated tour? There's a lot that has been added to Grafton, and I don't think it'd be such a bad thing to do or an update on the buildings and maybe talk about some future plans. But since I did just spend the last 2 hours on an episode, I am going to show you what I was working on, because it turned out so good and I'm so upset that I didn't press record. This is what I just got done working on, and I'm on creative now just so that I'm not wasting rockets. But this is the wood mill. The little building right here is supposed to resemble the villager hall that's right here. And I think I did a pretty good job on it since I didn't build that one. But the front is a little different. I did put trap doors on the outside or on the inside, only because I didn't want to have blocks in here to cover up that area. I think it would have just been way too bulky. And there's nothing on the inside yet. I haven't done that, so that'll be the next episode. But here is the little wood mill area. So we have a lot of little wood piles that are being held down, and we have some just random wood piles. We have a little drying station right here, and we have this saw, which has the use of the stone cutters, and we also have a log stripper over here, as you can see. And we have some piles of stripped wood over here, a little pile of logs over here, and just some more of those drying stations. And this is what the underside looks like. I think it turned out really good. You can kind of see how it is made. We got some, let me get my finger up. We have some little buckles basically going around the hay and holding it down to the little roof area, and just a lot of hay overhanging because there's just been so much of it put there. Over here we do have a little cut up pile of spruce from this, oh whoops, I forgot. We are in creative. From this saw, and over here we just have some spruce logs waiting to be cut. So that's where we're going to start this tour, and this is, like I just said, just built, and I think it turned out really good. Over here is our villager trading hall, and our villager breeding area is up there. And my husband made this, I did not. And this is what it looks like on the inside. It needs decoration, it needs light. We do have some chests for storage over here. We have a little wheat and beet farm right here, and I put it here to take up space and because I liked how it looked. Over here is our church, which was just completed a couple episodes ago, and the little dead tree area out here was just completed. We have our little graveyard, which is just in here. And we have it on both sides, but this side has our dead horses. So we have McRibs, what's that say? Miss Scal, and this one is Bonita. I don't have a TikTok addiction, no. And on this side, we also just have more of the graveyard, gravestones. And in here is our lopsided church. And as you can see, it's infected with what is coming out of this area over here, which is where our nether portal is. And you can see the veins coming out of the ground and onto our church and just taking it over. And this was also made by my husband. And now we're just going to follow the pathway this way, where not much has been made. We do have this side as well with our little dead tree forest. And this is the nether area. This is where all of the trees are. So we have oak, acacia, jungle, dark oak, spruce, birch, and mangrove right there. This is actually the second version of this farm because somehow it got caught on fire and completely burned down. This is the mansion where we have our storage unit. Our storage area in. So in this building, we do have our little enchantment area, empty rooms. To this side is our map room, and this is what Grafton started out as. It's not what it started out as. This is when I started to map it. As you can see, it is very empty. Over here is a slightly updated version. And I think I should do another updated version here, like maybe soon, because a lot has changed since this one. And in here is our storage area. So we still have a lot of space outside of here. I'm not really sure what I want to put out here yet. That's why it's still not done. But we're going to come along this pathway right here. And this is a windmill that we completed recently. I can't remember which episode it was. But we have a little garden area, a little pumpkin farm outside of it. And I had to put brown carpeting down to prevent mobs from spawning, mainly slimes. And this is our honey farm. We have the little honey blocks right there, and that is our honeycomb farm sitting next to it. This is the inside. I have linked in the episode that this was built in, the farm that I followed. And we have some just little decorations out here. And over, we're not going to go inside because I don't want the bees escaping. I don't remember the last time I checked this chest either. Well, as you can see, it's doing very well. And I'm pretty sure I linked the farm that I followed for that as well. And we're going to go this way real quick, because this is basically the end of the road right here. And this is our little farm shed. It has just some chests that has all of our crops in it. We have, well, we don't have any wheat because we used it all for our hay. And we have our magical hoe. And just a little working station out here. Those are the farms back there I will get to in a moment. This is a stone generator, or a cobblestone generator. My husband made it. It's very out of place, but I can't figure out how to cover it to make it look more in place, so I'm just gonna leave it. To the left here is my llama area. These are magical llamas. They just magically spawned here, and they live here now. This one is called Cessna. This one is Rebel, Turbo, and Jet. And this is the inside. They got a really nice area out here, I won't lie. And across from them is our little water source well area and our little chicken coop, which does produce egg. Well, okay, can't get in from there. I forgot. That used to be the door, but the door is over here now. Let's not let the chicken escape. So we do have some free roaming chickens, but we do have chickens inside who are laying eggs. And I don't really need eggs, so this is purely aesthetic, but as you can see, I think I just picked an egg up. I picked 3. Let's just throw them in. Oh, I'm on creative. I forgot. But yeah, so we just have some chickens, and then if they lay eggs over those hoppers is where it's going to drop into that chest. We have some watering posts for our horses out here. This row of barns was the first thing I made on this realm. We have our horse stable. Then we have our cow and pig area. And you can get in through these, but the animals cannot. But babies can. So that's the only issue. But I don't really use these animals, so they are just for looks at the moment. We do have a row of wagons, which was fun to make. I really enjoyed making them. And these last 2 are sheep farms. I actually don't think there's anything in this one. There's some sheep in this one. But this is our automatic sheep shearer. And down here is all of our wool for when we need it. I did not do this. My husband did. I am a aesthetic builder. He is a let's make all the farms conducive builder. So over here, I'm actually going to go down this aisle. This is our little town, I guess you could call it. And we're going to start on this side. This is just a random building. I don't think there's anything in it. No, I don't think there's anything in most of these buildings, to be honest. This was one of the first ones I built on this street. And again, nothing in it. It's made out of mushroom. Then we can't get into this one from this side. This is our little mud, I don't know, mud farm, mud generator. You put the dirt here, it turns to mud, and then it drops down here after you break it. And we got dirt in here. We got the mud spoon, as I called it, and a bunch of random open doors. Okay. I'm gonna go through this door. And this is that building. And we have a little indicator up there to show that this is where the mud is. And this side is empty for now. I want to put like little farms in here, but I'm not sure of what to do. And this is our inn. We have our little bed sign up there. And they are different on each side. So on this side, we just have 2 single rooms. And then up here, if I can get up, there we go. We have a little bunk bed area. And this one has a balcony that I haven't decorated yet. I think I'll just take an episode and just go around and decorate everything. On this side, we have the bunk beds on the bottom floor. And then up here is like an ensuite kind of, or a suite kind of area. We have a bigger bed. We got a little dresser area right here and a little work desk. So we're gonna just cut through here real quick and show you this building. It's small. There's nothing in it. There is some hay in here for a little bit of hay storage. And if we go down this way, we have one more building on this road. And it also is empty on the inside. So at the end here is our kind of like garden center general store area. So we have the bottom floor as the general store. And then the top area is the garden store, and we have books over here. If you need to buy gardening books, there's that. Okay, so going down this way, we have some silos down there. We're not going to really get too close to them. They have nothing in them. And this is our train station. So I eventually am going to be putting tracks down, and my goal is to have a train station at spawn, and then the tracks will all link up there. I just don't know where spawn is. So that's gonna be for another day. And inside here is a sugarcane farm that I hopefully didn't break by... I don't know, it sounds like it's breaking. Okay. But this is a sugarcane farm my husband also made. Maybe potentially I broke it. Who knows? And it is just copied on the other side there. And we're just gonna come over here real quick. I'm gonna sneak in between these buildings and the fence. And this building right here, let me get a little further back. Really, horse? This is our netherwort farm. As you can see, there is netherwort on the inside. I am not gonna go into it, but this is what that is. I don't use netherwort, but you know, my husband had a farm of it and I needed it to be somewhere else. And here is our iron farm. It's just a regular basic iron farm. We got the villagers that, oh, it must be nighttime. The villagers that are there, there's a zombie that scares them, and poof, a iron golem. And here is the overstock of our little farm. Okay, so the last bit is this area over here. And here is our farms. There's the silos. And I think this is my favorite area right here, to be honest. Here is a water tower. And it has a melon farm around it. Some land that just was empty, and I wanted to put a little farm around it. It's not supposed to be a farm that you really farm, it's just for looks. And here's a little farmhouse. And I do have pumpkin and melon over here as well. Have any melon or pumpkin farms, so I just did a little basic one. I got this one off of Minecraft Wiki, so you can just look up that if you want it. So they are just for decoration. And over here is still pretty empty. And here's the other side. Like I said, looks exactly the same. But right here is where our gate for the medieval section is going to be. And that is what this cobble area all around, well, it's not all around, it's halfway around, is going to be. I am going to put a little tree farm, basically, or not farm, but I'm going to put a little tree forest, there we go, around where this dirt path is, so there is something breaking up Grafton and our medieval section. But this is going to be the medieval section, and that's going to be the section that I am working on next when I am finished with Grafton, which is hopefully very soon. I am ready for something new and, you know, fresh, exciting. But that is what this area is going to be. And then there is another half going, oh, and here's the backside. I have the Grafton sign right there. This area, I am going to start it. Let me get back over there. Okay, so starting over here is going to be my industrial district. And I'm going to start it over here so that I can figure out how big it's going to be. And I don't know if it's going to extend down that way. Oh, look at the little sheep. This area at least is going to be a industrial district. Now, I don't know what kind of theme I want to go for. I know a lot of people do like steampunky areas for their industrial district, or very clean and white themed. I don't know if I want to do that. I originally wanted this area to be a Viking theme, but I don't know if I'm going to do that with an industrial district. But we'll see. That is going to be further down the line. Well, not too much further. What I'm thinking is doing an episode of Why does that look like that? Why are there blocks missing? What the heck? Okay. Anyway, the plan is to do a medieval episode and then a industrial district episode. I don't make farms, so this is gonna be fun. I'm going to learn redstone, maybe. I don't know. But while I stand on this little smiley face, I hope you guys enjoyed this updated tour. I'm so sorry that my episode didn't get recorded. I was devastated, I really was, because I thought it turned out really good. But the next episode, we're going to be finishing decorating it and finish the inside of it as the wood mill as well. And then we're going to get started on some other things. I don't know what yet. I did have a little lag in my upload schedule. I unfortunately had a flare-up with my disability and was not able to sit at my computer to be able to record and work on this world. But now I am back. I am ready to get back into my schedule. So bear with me while I get some episodes recorded and hopefully recorded and edited for you guys. If you enjoyed this world tour, please give it a like and subscribe. If you didn't, please don't tell me. My feelings will be hurt. But if you want to stick around and see how Grafton gets finished, it's going to be soon. I feel it, guys. And I know I've been saying that probably for the past 2 months, but it's going to be soon. We are almost done. There is 3 areas left to really do, and 2 of them we can see. If you liked it, please subscribe so you can see how this area gets finished, and we're going to jump into the medieval section here very soon. So I will see you guys next week.
A do 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 ba ba.